Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on Hbar. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about Hbar. I'm going to start with this. The total monthly transactions on Hedera have exploded. According to Dragonglass, the Hbar ecosystem has exploded in the last few months. The growth in transactions result from more projects launching on Hbar, providing users with more utility on the network. And this network has absolutely exploded. I pointed it out in video after video, because I look at other cryptocurrencies too, and there's not as much going on. Not the way it's going on with Hbar and Hedera. Hi, welcome to Quarter Homes. In the next minute or so, we'll tell you about Quarter and how we believe it'll change the world of housing finance. Now, remember, I did a video on Toko, and I talked about how you could become a real estate mogul of the future. But in today's video, I'm going to show you how it benefits in the real world. So for homeowners and buyers, buying a home has never been so hard and so unaffordable. Too many of us are forced to be renters when we'd rather own a home. With mortgage rates at nearly 20-year highs and continuing to rise, home ownership feels out of reach until now. Quarter provides an alternative to traditional mortgage as a way to buy your home. It is equity-based financing, not debt. With Quarter, you share ownership with co-investors, but you get to live in the home, just like having a mortgage, but your monthly payments are up to 50% cheaper than having a mortgage. Actual savings may vary, and Quarter is cheaper than local rent too. Now home ownership is within reach. Now you can. They're tokenizing equity. That's what's going on, and it's making it cheaper for someone to buy a home. And honestly, people are buying still at an all-time high. I tell people, you're a crypto investor. You're used to buying the bottom and selling the top. You should do the same thing in the real world. Don't fall for these realtors saying, we're in a housing shortage. You have to buy a house now or you're not going to get one. And people have been buying for a while now because of that. You want to wait until the bubble pops and the housing market dips, and then you could buy the bottom. But in the meantime, there's ways that you could make money, make passive income through real estate, fractional real estate, without buying a whole house. The SEC accused Binance US of providing trading for securities such as BNB, BUSD, Sol, ADA, Matic, Filecoin, Atom, Sand, Mana, Algo, AXS, and Cardi. But you know what crypto wasn't on the list? Hbar. Fun fact, Hedera Hashgraph is a utility token, not a security. The SEC has confirmed that it does not classify Hedera Hashgraph as a security, and the project has undergone rigorous legal analysis to ensure compliance with applicable securities laws. We are pleased to confirm that the U.S. SEC has conducted that Hedera's native cryptocurrency Hbar is a utility coin and not a security. The SEC made its determination after careful consideration of Hedera's technology, network, and token distribution, which were structured to prioritize network stability and security over speculative interest. Hedera has also undergone rigorous legal analysis and engaged with regulators around the world to ensure compliance with applicable securities laws. And that was back in 2018. People always worry now because Gary Gensler has given them reason to worry. He's out there working above his authority and shaking down the entire crypto space. It's nice to see Hbar will not be listed as a security in the future. But the SEC needs to stop at the same time. I hope once Ripple wins against the SEC, it gives us a better path forward in the future for crypto. Until now, we have seen many Layer 1 networks become popular, claimed to be the next Ethereum. But as the hype died down, these networks were quickly forgotten because of absence of network usage. Hedera, on the other hand, is growing in popularity gradually, at the same time gaining in real utility. When Hedera gets to the top, have no doubt it will stay there for a long time. And it's true. You know, I keep seeing this is the next Ethereum killer. That's the next Ethereum killer. But then you look at these networks and nothing happens. Hedera, on the other hand, it's non-stop growth. I think Hbar and Hedera is the Ethereum killer of the future. The central banks are on the move and their window of opportunity will be narrow. They will need to leverage war and economic collapse to usher in the Fourth Industrial Revolution, CBDCs. And again, Hbar is tied to that as well. Central bank digital currencies are a hot topic in every government treasury, and Hedera Hashgraph seems intent on claiming a slice of the pie through a joint effort with MTech's CBDC core solution and also IBM. Hedera Consensus Service will integrate the CBDC core solution to deliver low-cost and high-energy efficient infrastructures for CBDCs. The savings are driven by the HCS mechanism, which is effectively a means of providing a decentralized blanket trust layer over the top of centralized technologies. This makes it possible for existing centralized platforms like auction sites, stock exchanges, and MMO games to achieve the trust of being decentralized while still having the privacy and performance of being centralized. That's what sets Hedera apart. And I know it's going to be part of that new financial system. Every time I do a video on it, somebody over on crypto Twitter always sends me a message, and it always says something like Hbar, rumored to be compliant. I showed you the path to Hbar being ISO compliant, being part of that new financial system. It's right there in front of everyone. And yet people still do not want to believe it. Still, people fud around Hbar. I don't understand it. Invest in this crypto before it's too late. How many Hbar do I need to hold today to be a millionaire in 2024? Everybody always asks how much they should be holding. And according to this chart, you see 5,000 times $200, forget about it. 10,000 times $100, dreamer. 20,000 times $50, crazier things have happened. 30,000 times $33, not crazy talk. 40,000 times $25, sweet spot. 50,000 times $20, still realistic. 100,000 Hbar times $10 is realistic. But that's not how you would map this out. Not according to my knowledge. Anyway, now, the way I look at it, my opinion, let's put it that way. It goes by how long you could continue holding this asset. You take whatever Hbar you have now, right? And you look in the short term first, because a lot of people still feel we're going to $3 to $6. So if you take whatever Hbar you hold and you times it by, let's say, $5, conservatively, that's how much that's how much money you can expect to make off your Hbar in the short term. But if you wait for this network to really get built out and the new financial system to roll out, who knows how high the price of Hbar can go? It has a ton of utility. So I think, you know, more conservatively, we break $20, $30. And then beyond that, again, how long you're still holding it. Because at some point, Hbar will cross the $100. It's a matter of time. So it just determines on whether or not you'll be holding once we get there. Because a lot of people will sell early on. They'll sell at different price points that they can live with. But I don't ever plan on selling any of my crypto anymore. Because I'm starting to look at these cryptocurrencies as part of something much, much bigger. When you talk about XRP, there's people that will never sell their XRP. They're going to get passive income from it. Why not do the same thing with Hbar? Why not do the same thing with XLM and XDC and these other ISO coins as well? That's what I'm getting at. You know, everybody's in such a rush to sell, and what are you going to cash out into? The US dollar? Look at my other videos that I do. I talk about the BRICS coming after the US dollar, devaluing it. Now we see Europe also, some countries coming after the US dollar or breaking away from the US dollar. You know, we live in a time where the US dollar is not going to be around much longer. So say you cash out your H bar and you get $1 million. Then you need to find another place to put that $1 million other than the US dollar. That's where I'm going with this. Now, in the future, there's going to be other options. Maybe you cash out into gold. Maybe you cash out into silver, or diamonds are now being talked about once again as well. You need to find something that still has value. And I don't think it's going to be the US dollar by the time we're ready to sell any of our crypto. Because as the US dollar falls in value, crypto will rise. We will get a blow off top inside of crypto and the stock market at the same time. But again, you got to stay patient and stay positive along the way. And that's why I make these videos. I want to keep you going. And hopefully we cross that finish line together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.